Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this very special broadcast. Have an update on the Fimi X8 SE 2020 from Fimi that I thought I would like to share with everybody tonight. Hope everybody's doing well on this Thursday evening. Wanted to get this information out to you so you guys can be aware of this. First of all, I'm going to share the response that I got from Fimi. Let's go ahead and get that up on the screen here. Okay. Okay. Dear customer, to get the problem solved faster, please fulfill the attached customer returning application form and return the drone fuselage plus remote control plus all the propellers to us for analysis. We will ship a new drone to you. Now, I won't get into reading the rest of this. And let me tell you this. That form is very detailed that they have you fill out. It's a Word doc, and you have to type in the Word doc, which is nice because handwriting sometimes doesn't fit in all the blocks, but typing does, and I was able to do that. So I was able to get all of that. Plus, they have you take pictures of the serial numbers of the remote control and the the screws on the bottom of the Fimi X8 SE 2020 to make sure it hasn't been tampered with, and serial number from the drone itself. So I got all that together. I emailed that off. And then what I also did was packed everything up. Now, the interesting thing about this is you can't send this back UPS or FedEx, any of the couriers, because it will go through customs. And I don't understand. It's all going to go through customs. They want you to send it back EMS, which is a postal service. But for us, it's the United States Postal Service. Now, it said it had to have tracking information, and the cheapest that I could find to mail this was $56 over to China. But I had to pay it. I had to pay it. The good news is, okay, now how they compensate you, they'll send you a free battery for it. So I think that's a pretty fair trade-off. So I'll be making out a little bit in the deal. One of the and a couple of things that I want everybody to note here. I did get a lot of comments, and I want to thank everybody for their comments after my video for the Fimi X8 SE 2020. But a couple of things that I wanted to note. Okay, this problem did not happen down this side of the lake, the side of the lake that's closest to me. Okay, this happened when I was going towards the other end of the lake, which led me to believe it was probably some type of interference. But if it defies logic, it defies reason. And what I'm thinking is from what I've read, and I've read quite a few of you and what you guys have posted. Hey, Steve Mack. Hey, Stephen Ewing. What I've read out there is there have been issues with production dates of May 2020, and this had a production date of May 2020. Now, I did speak with Marcus. He recently did get his Fimi X8 SE 2020, and you want to check it out. If I would move just to where he lives just for the Snake River Canyon, okay? That place, you could film for the next 20 years up there. There's just so much. It's just so beautiful. But he was out there. He had zero problems like what I encountered, none whatsoever. So this leads me to believe there was some type of a production issue with those that were made in May of 2020. So, for those of you that have now, the way that you can tell the run date, if you don't know, take your battery out, and it's located on the bottom of the battery compartment along with the serial number. So you definitely want to take a look at that. Note that run date down and pay particular attention to your drone in different circumstances, because I had encountered a number of issues on that one flight, especially. I lost GPS. I was going to have to fly it back Addy. I'm lucky I was maintaining eyesight on it, okay? And I was prepared to fly it back Addy, but it regained GPS quickly. But, all these things were just cascading, getting that fail-safe return, and then losing FPV, and then getting FPV back, and then right away losing GPS. And this was on its way already coming back home. So, and the one common thing, and there isn't a lot of common things out there with this, but the one common thing that I did find in all of this was this happened at 1,000 feet or greater. That's one of the things that I've noted down from this. Now, I tried different things and different suggestions by some great people in the group. One of them was I went up to 200 feet to try this. And as you could see in the video, the same thing happened. And one of the other things was try different cable. So I didn't use the cable that was supplied by Fimi. I tried another cable that fit and that it did work. And that did not make any difference either. So there's a defect in these. Now, a lot of people have downloaded, and I know one of the guys in the group, and I want to thank him for it, have the update to add GLONASS for your firmware. And this has solved a lot of people's problems with this. But apparently, it was just more than that. There was a loss of signal here, okay? There was a loss of signal because fail-safe return to home indicates a loss of signal. So, that's exactly what I'm facing here. One of the other things that I want to let you know, I'm impressed with Fimi customer support. Now, I know my friend Josh from Parks and Tech, he got his remote replaced from Fimi, and Fimi was great with him. And Fimi has been absolutely great with me. Now, they do require a lot of information. Now, here's the initial information that they asked for. It's called the black box, but the black box, there's a file on the drone. It's the flight logs. So I downloaded them. I put them in a zip file. I emailed them that I took 6 pictures of the drone from all sides, and the bottom picture included the screws to make sure they could see that it wasn't tampered with. They wanted the serial number of not only the drone, but the remote as well, too. And I obviously sent them the video as well. So, but they will add, and here's the thing, and I say this no matter if you have a DJI drone or a or a Fimi drone. One of the things I have to say, yeah, it could be the transmitter. You're right, Stephen. It really could. One of the things that I have to say is when they ask you for information, give them the information, because a lot of times, I'm seeing people, they're not responding to me. Did you give them all the information? Well, I gave them most of it. Well, they need everything, okay? And here's in a minimum. Be prepared if you're contacting customer support about an issue, okay? You want to have handy, you want to have your bill of sale, because they asked me for my bill of sale with this. You want to have handy your flight logs, okay? And know how to access them. They're easy on the Fimi. They're right there. I copied them and put them in a zip file and send them off, okay? They'll probably ask you for pictures and the serial numbers, and I was able to provide that as well. And obviously, if you have any video from a flight, provide that. I provided, my video was golden for them because it was the EFPV view, so they could see everything that was going on with that. So be prepared to supply them that, okay? And you've seen me post recently in my groups, Mr. Rogers' 3 rules for success in life is be kind, be kind, be kind. And I'll tell you what, this applies in this situation, especially, you're asking them to take a look at the drone. They got back to me rapidly here, okay? This transpired over a matter of 3 days, which was great, all right? There wasn't a lot of lag time with this. Now, one of the other things that I want to remind people, especially here, if you're sending them an email, realize these emails go over to, they're located in Shenzhen, just like DJI. All the big drone manufacturers are over in Shenzhen. They're in Shenzhen. That's where I'm mailing this back to. Realize that turnover, it usually takes overnight. I'll get her. I sent her an email today with all the information, including the tracking number and everything. This is going out tomorrow. I'll get a reply tomorrow morning, and hopefully I'll have a reply with a confirmation of the tracking number of my new Fimi X8 SE 2020 coming out, which I'm sure is going to have a July build date. So this is, and stay tuned because as soon as I get that, as soon as it hits this door, we're going to get it charged up. I'm going to do the firmware updates, and we're going to get this out there and take a good look at it. And yes, I am going to, I'm going to take some what I call, so, my main voyages are probably going to be a couple 100 feet out and back. Just make sure everything's working, get it to land, just everything. And then when I get it, I'm going to go full out. We're going to go to that corner of the lake to see if I have that issue or not. So hopefully this doesn't happen with this drone. If this happens with this, wow, I don't know what to say. But again, Femi's been responsive to this. That's been fantastic. Like I said, I have been very pleasantly pleased with this drone. This was the issue. And so unfortunately, I'm probably going to be down with my Fimi X8 SE 2020 for a while. So I've been flying that thing like every other day. So that's going to be I'm going to have Fimi X8 SE 2020 withdrawal. So, but I wanted to get this information out there because I know a lot of people have been commenting on the video, and I appreciate all your comments. A lot of people have experienced what I've experienced. And my strong suggestion is to email support@fimi.com and give them the details of what's happened, and be prepared to provide flight logs and your bill of sale. And it was very easy for me to do all that. So again, I will keep you guys posted. This is going out tomorrow. So hopefully within the next week, 10 days, I'll have a new Fimi X8 SE 2020 sitting on my desk. Now, the interesting thing is you keep your batteries, you keep your charger. And of course, I had the accessories. I had my other charger that I think I finally figured out on how to test, and I may get a video out on it. That might be a good one to do. And I also have the lens cover as well. So stay tuned for all that. Thank you guys so much, and I want to thank everybody that tuned in to us Tuesday night for the 10,000 subscriber celebration. Thank you so much. Winners are going to be announced in the next day or two, so stay tuned. They're going to be posted in the comments section on Rotor Talk Live from Tuesday night. So be watching for that. I'll also put it out on Build a Drone Reviewer Facebook group, the page, and and it will also be as an announcement in YouTube under the community tab as well. So be looking for all that. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and remember, it's a great day to fly. Take care, everybody.